Okay, fine. So what are the challenges you are actually facing?
Uh, yeah, so basically, I'm into tech, so I'm a tech lead. So I'm facing challenges while communicating with the team, whether it is my team members or my lead or my business owners, whether it's the oral communication or the email communication. Yeah, so that's a bit a challenge for me now.
Okay, I can see that even when it comes to express yourself, this is
Mhm,
also this you're also facing some challenges here also, right? Because
mhm.
okay,
That's correct. Yeah. So whenever I plan to express myself or like express my view on some issues or trying to explain something, so I know
what to say, but you
what
don't
to
know
say,
how
but
to
yeah,
actually
yeah,
express.
correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, yeah.
Right? Okay, have you ever found like what could be the challenge behind it? What could be the situation behind it? Do you have any idea?
Uh, yeah, probably the vocabulary or um,
Vocabulary
I
is mainly to,
I
to bring a flow in your speech. Vocabulary is
uh-huh,
the secondary part.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Vocabulary is the secondary part because vocabulary means if you want to bring a flow in your speech, you
Mm-hmm.
need good vocabulary. Fine.
Right.
Let's say
Yeah.
grammar is needed, right, to for a flawless speech. If you want to bring,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to see in your, in your language, in your communication, a flawless speech, you need grammar.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to bring a flow in your speech, then for that
Mm-hmm.
you need vocabulary. What could be the
Okay.
situation?
Situation. I mean, see, I don't know. Like,
It's
see, if
okay.
it
It's okay. No
is
problem.
basically, see, I'm from a non-English medium background, so that is one thing. I mean, that may not be the reason for everyone. For me, I'm saying, but maybe while creating a sentence or something like I might think in my local language first and trying to convert that into English, right? So I'm just trying to find the words while I'm trying to tell something. I'll create a sentence or something. Um, so yeah, that's a bit of challenge. Yep, yeah, that's one of the things I can say.
Got it. Anyway, so what is the first thing, like when this is actually, I'll tell you, this is one of the biggest challenge nowadays for everyone. Here at AmBritish, we say one thing: workers will be removed, leaders will be retained, because we are completely into the AI revolution era, where what makes sense is interpersonal skills, people connection skills, people networking skills. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, I agree that yes.
I missed you. All right, I'm unable to hear you.
I agree that yep.
Exactly. So if we see, uh, like which part of the US you are currently in?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, right? Okay. So there is a university in Pennsylvania, right? I think it's Carnegie Mellon University.
Mm-hmm.
So according to them, they have like released a report like previously where they mentioned that 85% of financial success and career growth depends on how you communicate, how you present, how you lead, and how you negotiate. It
Okay.
is only the 15% which is
Mm-hmm.
that counts: technical skills, expertise, knowledge, degrees, certificates, all these things. And this wasn't the situation, like 3 years back. This is the situation in the recent 3 years. And since
Mm-hmm.
then, it is continuing. So anyway, this is actually, so British focuses on like not something where we talk about some syllabus and courses, but we actually fulfill the requirement of the learner. Let's say
Okay.
what we can do, right? We'll just have a quick, like assessment, and on the basis of that, right? Like all we already have, right? We have already concluded it here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then accordingly, we'll move on. Okay.
Okay.
So, yes. Okay. Now the question is that why do you face challenge, or why it's not only you only, Siddharam. It is in fact everyone nowadays, because see, generally what exactly happens when you go ahead and when when you work some in some company, what exactly happens? We are highly focused on our technical skills, our expertise, our knowledge, but we
Correct.
barely get an opportunity time when it comes to connect with people. And trust me, that makes a lot of sense these days, where people, let's say, even if I have to, not me, in fact everyone, even children, anything if they have to ask, instead of going to someone, instead of communicating, going to someone then communicating with them, they simply go ahead on Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, and they start asking their questions, right? And this is how basically humans are becoming completely machine centric.
Okay. Yep.
Exact so what so what is exactly needed? People connection is becoming very crucial.
Mm-hmm.
The social skills, the people connection skills, the interpersonal skills, the behavioral skills that we generally reflect when we are with someone, because this is what actually makes sense, not only in our day-to-day life, but also even in at our workplace. So what we will
Mm-hmm.
do, we'll simply go ahead, right, and then we'll see the things in four different ways. Okay, let me just share the screen here so
Yeah,
that you
I
can
can see.
understand how we are going to cover up the program. Okay, please give me a second.
Okay.
Right, here we. Okay. So what do we exactly follow, right? We do not, instead of focusing simply on communication skills, we try to, go with as per the Carnegie Mellon University, because we try to follow their, curriculum. So we
Mm-hmm.
focus on core human skills framework that
Okay.
actually includes communication, problem solving, teamwork, adaptability, digital literacy. We try to touch it, but of course, the foundation is communication, public speaking,
Mm-hmm.
presentation skills. So this is what will be, currently, initially we'll be focusing on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Okay.
okay, so we have total level 7 here. Okay. Could you please just
Mm-hmm.
find out at what level you could be currently?
Yeah, can speak English.
It's
Can
just it's
speak
just for a,
English.
like it is not about
Mm-hmm.
assessment and all. It's just about seeing, so that you could find that, okay, from I'm here at this level and I'll be moving from this level to this level.
Okay.
Level 3 or 4,
What is it? CSS?
communication skills.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe four, I can say.
Perfect. All right. So we'll be moving from here to towards the bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how your program is designed. So what we will do, initially we'll focus on this part. Your program is divided into four segments. Level
Okay.
1, where we will structure your speech. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So first thing what we'll be doing is we'll be structuring the speech. Structuring
Mm-hmm.
the speech means, like, in the initial first week we'll be learning about seven different lessons, like
Mm-hmm.
initiators for sentence initiations, right? Then pause fillers for sentence continuation, then sentence completion, sentence transition, sentence variation, sentence self correction, and then thought process improvement. So this is
Okay.
something like, in case if you are going to frame your sentence, right? See, we
Mm-hmm.
generally, what happens, not only, right, everyone nowadays, since we are trained from childhood to speak English, we speak randomly. No, that doesn't make sense. Unless you structure your speech, unless you put your speech in some kind of framework, it
Mm-hmm.
makes absolutely random, or it sounds absolutely random. So what we will do, we'll cover initial seven lessons that will give you a world level effectiveness. Let's say every lesson that you'll be covering, You will be covering, you will be learning to speak one, like one sentence is more than 10 different ways. What is the logic? First, it will give you word level effectiveness. Second is word level proficiency. Third is word level confidence. Let's say, I'll give you one example. Let's say if this is, can you see me? I got a pen. If you have to request this pen from me, how do you request it? Let's say if I have a pen here in my hand,
Okay.
if you need this pen, if you have to request it, how do you request it?
Yeah, may I have your pen?
Okay. Any other way?
Um, can I borrow your pen?
Okay. Any other way?
Um,
Can is one, right? Can is one.
can
Can
is
is
one.
one.
Oh, can may okay. So I'd like to use your pen, something like that. Yeah.
I would like to use your pen. Okay. Mhm. Any other way? Okay, fine then. Leave it, no problem. So I'll give you one example how you basically learn here. Okay. So let's say if you have to request this pen from me, right? You learn the same thing in ten different ways in the increasing degree of politeness, starting from the
Okay.
least going to the most formal sentence.
Yeah.
Why?
Sentence.
So that wherever you go ahead and wherever you speak, communicate, all right, you should
Mm-hmm.
sound confident, or not
Mm-hmm.
just confident but super confident. So let's say if you have to request this pen, right, if I started from the least formal going to the most formal in the increasing degree of politeness, I'll
Mm-hmm.
use it like this. Please give me a pen, please get me a pen, will you give me a pen please, may you give me a pen please, can you give me a pen please, could you give me a pen please, would you give me a pen please, might you please give me a pen. And of course, you must be knowing, since you're already living in US, people, they are very much, like casual. They are not very much formals. So they must be
Mm-hmm.
using, like, do you think you could get me a pen? Now let's go to the US. In UK. In UK, people are very much polite, so they become more expressive. So what they do, they say, uh, would you mind getting me a pen, please? Or if they become more polite, then they say, would you be so good as to get me a pen? And if you meet some elderly people, those who are 60, 70, 80, they would rather say, I wonder if you could get me a pen. Now, if you use these kind of expressions, right? Now, which one do you think that is more expressive or more impressive? Could be more impressive. The first one, the last one.
The last one.
Correct. Why? Because the logic is very simple. Three things are there. If once you become more expressive, you automatically sound better than others. Let's say you help me, and if I just go ahead and I say thank you, right? One of my friend again, he comes, he right, and you have helped him also, and and then he doesn't say thank you. He says, hey, I really don't know how to express myself, but I appreciate, thank you so much. Now you tell me which one you actually liked.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
First one, the second one.
The second one.
Exactly. So that's how basically communication works. Generally, people have, one kind of confusion that communication, they are not able to differentiate between English, speaking English, and then communication. Speaking English, it's just like ingredient. It's just like about what you speak is English, but
Mm-hmm.
how you speak is communication. Communication is all about art and science. It's all about understanding human psychology. It includes lot of skills, right, that may relate with, like your pronunciation, intonation, your tone, and like the pauses you take, that and the patience you show during the conversation, the appreciation you shows, lot of things, right? When it comes together, this is where you start mastering the communication. So communication is all about an art and science to understand and art to practice. And this is one of the most toughest, what you can say, toughest skill in the whole world. People can be something, but when it comes to become a good communicator, an effective
Mm-hmm.
communicator, it is actually one of the challenging thing, because communication is never about speaking English, never. It is all about, like, let's say
Oh,
500 people are sitting in front of you. Let's say in your team, right, fine, 200 people are there. You are going to address to all of them. If your communication, no matter what qualification you have, from which university you have passed your degree or your masters, but if you do not have a good communication, this is where the failure is going to be introduced. Am I right or wrong?
Yep.
So communication is actually uh, something that where we have to not only learn something but
Hmm.
practice something, and we will see how it actually works. All right. So this is why what we will do before we go, learn something. Initially, we'll simply go ahead and we'll structure the speech. Structuring the speech will help you, uh, putting you in framework, what you are supposed to speak, how you are supposed to speak, fine, so that you can complete your sentences successfully without struggling, even 1% while speaking. Because when it comes to speak English, English is a vast language. Anybody can go ahead and can speak anything from anywhere, but no, that doesn't work. Let's say initial lesson, if I talk about the first lesson, okay, initial lesson, if it is there, sentence initiators, what is this sentence is all about? This sentence is all about one thing. Let me ask a question here. If I ask you, which do you think is a better country, Netherlands or USA?
Oh, sorry, can you say again?
Okay, let's say if I have a question,
Hmm.
which do you think is a good country, Netherlands or USA?
Okay, so I not been to Netherlands, so I can say USA.
No, no, that's why he asked. Okay, that I know that the answer is coming diplomatic. But still, if I ask this question and if you
Hmm.
still have to reply, how you are going to do that?
Yeah, I would say USA.
Right. So this is how basically, I would say you use right one phrase here.
Hmm.
In the same way, you can use in some other phrases also, so that you do not sound monotonous. So
Okay.
instead of simply saying, I would say, or most of the time you can also say, as far as I'm concerned, in right, you can also say from my standpoint. Sometimes you can also say, as far like in my opinion, from my perspective, right? Instead of
Hmm.
simply going ahead, generally, people they make mistake. What do, they simply go ahead and then they say, since you are, if you are in, let's say, in US, and let's say if someone is there in Netherlands, he'll talk about Netherlands, you'll talk about US. But
Hmm.
that becomes a statement. If you straight away you go and then you say it, it's USA, it's Netherlands, right? Or it's like in London, or US, UK, or it's like India. That is a statement. So what do? We learn to rationalize our opinion, our views, our thoughts,
Hmm.
our perspective in such a way so that we are always towards the safer side. No matter what we are speaking, how we are going to speak, and what, right, what kind of, like information we are conveying to people. So first lesson is all about learning how to initiate sentence, rationalizing your opinion, your thoughts, building the confidence where you have something to begin with. So there are so many reasons behind the lesson one. And this is why we call it sentence initiators or opinion expressions, that helps you to initiate your sentences, but in such in a rationalized manner, and not randomly where we just go ahead and we speak something. So that's how we will be learning in the module one, where you will be able to structure your speech, okay,
Hmm.
from initiation to like self correction of the sentences and then thought process improvement. Now,
Okay.
once you are able to structure your speech, then
Hmm.
you cover vocabulary. So in
Hmm.
vocabulary, we have three methods here: mum method, word substitution method, words crafting method. What is mum method? Mum method means in this mum method, you will be learning some in-house methods. Like these are our in-house methods. It is not available on any YouTube, Google, anywhere. We have not published it. Earlier, we were active on Udemy. In fact, I was active on Udemy. I had a base of 30,000 plus students in
Hmm.
60 plus countries with
Hmm.
4.7 rating.
Hmm.
So you can also say that I have been a multi-skill Udemy instructor where I had total 7 courses.
Okay.
Exactly. So during COVID-19, I got enough time. And this is where I theorized, like three
Hmm.
theory on vocabulary while I
Hmm.
was still in New Delhi. So first one, which is mum method. This mum method teaches you how to conclude the meaning of a hard word even without the help of Google or dictionary.
Okay.
So mom method will teach you how you can actually improve your vocabulary without memorizing, mugging up, or rattling. No, it is just about the all the three methods. In fact, everything that you learn here, it's not about learning, memorizing, or just mugging up. No, it's all about just shifting a little habit so that you're even if complete your program, the process of learning should go on.
Continue. Okay.
Okay. So everything that you'll be covering here, it will help you to shift your habit and not just, covering some syllabus or courses where you learn for us for a certain point of time and then you move on. No, because anything, let's say if you are composing, right, an email. So in that case, words crafting method will help you. So what we do in words crafting method, you learn how to compose your sentences or your paragraph with the mix of words like foreign words, homonyms, homophones, pangrams, idioms, phrasal verbs, proverbs. So how you can do it? So the duration you will get here, right? In those duration you will be learning how to graft the mix up of the words, the phrases, the phrasal verbs, idioms, proverbs, and all. So that once you learn it, learning should become so easy and so smooth that without extra effort, you are able to improve your vocabulary not for a one day or for a certain period of time, but even after completing a program. So mom method will help you to learn the hard words. And trust me, I'm not going to ask you anywhere to mug up, memorize, or to do take extra effort. No. Anything that you are doing, you will keep doing everything in the same way. But what you're going to do, you're just going to do a little change in your habit. That's it. Let's say if I say hard work, correct? So here in mom method, you will not, you will be learning that instead of simply saying hard work, you should start saying stringent hard work.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So instead of using simply the word hard work, you will be learning how, stringent hard work. Instead of saying rain, you will learn to say sporadic rain. Instead of simply saying approach, you will be learning to say pragmatic approach. Instead of saying effort, you will be learning to say strenuous effort. So everything what you are doing, you'll keep doing. You just have to do a little change in a habit, and it will bring a lot of improvement in your vocabulary. Mum method to learn the hard words or new words. I'm sorry, hard words. Word substitution methods to refresh your old with new words. Words grafting method that will help you to graft various kinds of words. Okay. So all these three methods will help you to cover up at least 900 to 1000 word.
Okay.
Yes, I'll expect that at least you are able to learn at least 150 to 200 during the session. Rest, right? Whenever of course, once you learn these three methods, this will remain with you because every single time when it comes to speak something, right? Or when it comes to like to compose something, email something, draft something, you will be following the same these three methods automatically
Okay.
because then you'll sound better. Then you'd love it. You'd love it. That's for sure. Okay. Because here we say at I'm British, you speak 10 powerful sentences and you speak one powerful word. Both are equivalent. Most of the time, one single word makes more sense than your 5 minutes of speech. Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
So learning new words, it is not only about like bringing flow in your speech. It is also about reflecting your personality, building your identity, because it is the word. Let's say if say in India there is a politician called Shashi Tharoor.
Yep. Yeah.
There are so many educated politicians, but why he is one of the most popular among the young generation? The reason is because he has a good collection of words, he is good in articulation, and he's good in communication. But you'll see there are so many politicians, right? I will not take the name of those politicians, those are highly educated, but they are not. So what is the logic? Very simple. Because he can communicate well, he has a good set of vocabulary, he knows how to construct good sentences, right? So vocabulary is, in simple terms, to bring a flow in speech. Okay. Now, once you are able to do these two things, third thing you'll be doing is grammar. So what we'll divide the grammar in two segments. One is conceptual grammar, third is constructive grammar. Conceptual grammar, this will give you the like information, it will help you to recognize the noun, pronoun, verb, adjective. That's quite fast. And constructive grammar will cover up conditional sentences, modals, tense, right, causative verbs, or like subject verb agreement, or like, so the part where you are actually, the where you are actually making mistakes, because grammar is actually a very long, it's a long journey, and it actually requires a lot of time. But in your case, what we will do, we'll see where you are actually making mistakes, what are the mistakes you are making, and accordingly we'll cover up those lessons and we'll fix those errors, so that you can speak correctly and you can write correctly, both. All right. Now, finally, once these three modules are covered, now here we'll finally focus on structuring your speech. So,
Okay.
and that is the part of public speaking and presentation skill. So this is where you will be learning first to give a powerful introduction. Secondly, structuring the speech like introduction, body, then conclusion. Introduction will again include six different segments, so that it can give you a powerful initial, start whenever you are going to, let's say if you are in meeting, if you are addressing an audience, or if you are going to, like connect with some people over the mic, or like even like, like officially, you should be knowing what to speak, how to speak, and when to speak, and what. If you're able to know this structure, fine. In that way, it will first of all give you confidence in yourself. See, remember, why do we have hesitation? Why do we have fear? Why do we have lack of confidence? Because we do the things like randomly. We do not have any like constructed framework. Let's say the building where you are currently living in, right? If you find that, okay, this building is still constructing, or you are not sure whether this building, right, will be, like, let's say in Japan, the people have always the fear. So the same thing happens with us. Once we are not sure what to speak, how to speak, this is where, the hesitation, fear,
Hesitation.
yes, the lack of confidence. But once you are sure what to speak and how to speak, this is where you are you become confident. No one is going to ask you, I'm sorry, right? I will not, stretch it away. Fine, I see that you are a bit
Yeah,
yawning.
sorry.
So, okay,
Sorry about
no problem. I'll just let it go in just 5 to 10 minutes only. Okay, fine. We are done. We are done. Okay. So public speaking. So this is where you will be learning how to give the presentation. Of course, since here I'll ask you, to give the presentation from there also, because we have already done it. Like last year, right? One of my student from Dallas, Texas, USA, Anirudh Dhubala, he became the national champion in public speaking,
Okay.
starting, yes, from competing at city level, state level, and the national level in November month. So
Oh.
you'll be doing the same thing. You will be giving the presentation. I'll focus three things. Right. Of course, you'll be getting the personalized mentorship, observation based learning, and feedback based sessions. So these
Okay.
are highly crucial. On the basis of that, right, I'll be helping you to adjust your body language, hand movements, your gestures, your eye contact, right, fine, your facial expressions, how you actually stand, how you basically like you manage your posture, all these things. And on the basis, because of course I'll be able to see everything through the camera, so this is how you'll be, like improving your public speaking skill, or your presentation. When it comes to your own stage presence, this is where you will be improving. Apart from that, the theory part will cover storytelling. Storytelling doesn't mean like learning to give some story. Storytelling means learning how to thread your points in such a way so that it should sound a bit engaging, or it's entertaining, and it should not be random points. So we'll learn that storytelling part, and of course some key skills like like how to, when to like the art of expression, the engagement, entertainment. So all these things we'll be covering in public speaking.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the four modules that you'll be covering in your
Okay.
1 month of program.
Got it. Yeah.
Do you have any question, any query?
Um, No, I mean like, do I need to get any material or something? Like, how does that work? Like, it'll be like a hands-on session, right? So,
Did you say material?
yeah, right.
No, no,
Yes,
no,
right.
not required. I'll give you everything. We have everything. We have our 12 years of well-researched based course materials. So all these
Mm-hmm.
things, what you see here, we have
Mm-hmm.
actually our own course material. So I'll be
Okay.
sending you all the soft copies. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we keep research, like doing the research, and we keep let's say I'll tell you, sentence initiator you are going to learn in 60 plus ways, which is the
Okay.
rarest in the whole world.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Fine, exactly. 60 plus ways means you'll have the choice what expressions you are going to pick. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
And not just one or two. Let's say pause fillers. You must have heard people, saying every now and then, actually, well, to be honest, to be honest. No, you'll have the choice to use multiple so that you
Mm-hmm.
could sound natural and better and not
Got
just, very much something where, people. So that's why I told you communication is absolutely a different thing. It has nothing to do with the English. You will
right.
see people, everyone they speak English, but
Mm-hmm.
communication actually is a different thing. It's a bit very much different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you will have the options here, right, to keep your speech in a very much structured framework
Mm-hmm.
and not just sound, very much, like the way people sound just because they have limited access of the expressions, so they keep saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, yes. Any other
Okay.
question?
Yeah. Yeah. So class timing was like, so please check if it is possible from 8 to 9
Shall
a.m.
I
IST.
make your class timing 1 hour a bit early? Let's say because just because of you, I'm doing it. Okay. And generally, I come to
Okay.
the office at 9 a.m. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But since
Mm-hmm.
I cannot ask, like it's what is the time currently? Please check it.
11:15.
11:15. No, no, no. I shouldn't ask you because I'm sure you must be going office also. Okay, in the
Yeah.
morning. So I shouldn't ask. Let's do one thing. Okay. Uh, 8 a.m. Shall I make it 8 or
Yeah.
8:30 a.m.? What do you think?
It should be fine. Yeah.
It should be fine.
If that works. Yep. Yes.
Perfect. So I'll make your timing 8 a.m. in the morning, IST. Okay. So in
Okay.
that case, if it is like 11:15 now, it will be 10:15.
Ten
Okay.
fifteen.
Because since it will be for 1 month, of course, so I shouldn't ask you, to just, like, stretch it out. No. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll
Okay.
do it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'll
eight
manage
or
my
eight
own time.
8:30 also should be fine. I can
No
manage.
problem.
If
We'll do it at 8 a.m. Okay. You can let me know. 8:30 you said?
yeah, I mean like if 8 is too early for you, even 8:30 should be fine for me. I can manage as well.
No problem, no problem. In case if you get late, we'll catch up at 8:30. If in case if
Yeah.
I get late, we'll catch up at 8:30. But let's keep
Okay.
it 8. Okay.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
problem. I can understand if you have shown your interest, right? Don't worry. I'm British is not only focused about courses syllabus. It's all about the requirement that you have. So
Got it.
100% you'll be able to fulfill. And okay, how much this structure gives you the confidence?
Um.
Because I want your confidence to to see here only
Uh,
once you start covering, because that is why it is
yeah.
divided
Yeah.
into modules
Can.
and then every
Mhm.
module's lesson wise.
Got it. Yeah. So definitely I can see the content or the expectation whatever I have, so I can see in this module. So yeah, definitely.
100%,
Uh,
100% you can see it because we have this is something that we have developed over the last 12 years. Okay. And we
mhm.
have seen the result from our here offline classes also, online classes also, right, on from the one of the world's biggest online learning platform, which is again from like San
Mhm.
Francisco, California, Udemy also. Now we have our
Oh,
own platform at Plodia for the same. So that's a different thing. But anyway,
got
because that's why the structure is basically like explained to you so that you could see that okay, this is how I'm going to learn. And if I
it.
because logic is very simple. If you learn something to speak in more than 10 different ways, when it comes to when it comes to the speech structure, if you learn something in
Mhm.
10 different ways,
Mhm.
very much it is logical. 50% you will forget, 70% you will forget, but the remaining 30 to 50% that you will be left with,
Mhm.
that is your improvement for the day. So I'm British
Got
means improvement on a daily basis, improvement on a daily basis. Okay.
got
And Friday I will have your test and where you will be giving your presentation. Okay.
Mhm.
So that
Mhm.
you'll be able to see your progress on a week to week basis.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Any other questions or query?
Yeah. So as it's a 5 day in a week, so do you think like I can start from next Monday or maybe from the mid of the week? Like how does that work? Like,
You can start any point of time, no problem. Anyway, we have to cover up this, right?
mhm,
So even if let's say if you start from today or tomorrow only, right? Then we can, like
mhm.
cover up this because anyway we have to cover up these modules.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. So within a week we have to cover up, right? Okay. Mm.
Yeah, because one module will go for 1 week, 1 week,
Mm.
or you can say around generally 6 to 7 days.
6 to 10. Okay. Okay. It doesn't follow like a day one, a day to day five, like it has to end on one day, right?
No,
So
no.
maybe.
Day one to day five, let's say if you cover module one, right, then it will come to
Mm,
day 5 here. But let's say if you have to
mm,
do the thought process improvement, it will again go to,
mm.
Monday, next Monday.
Ah, okay,
So couple
got
of
it.
days will be stretched there. Okay, couple of
Mm,
days will be, included there.
mm, mm. Okay. And it's Monday to Friday, right? Yeah. So
Yeah, Monday to Friday will be there, correct.
Monday. Okay.
If
Sounds good.
possible, then if in case if you are available, we'll try our best, on Saturday, right?
Hmm. Okay.
Are you available on Saturday?
Um, Generally, but again depends. Like
No
for
problem.
you,
In that
Saturday.
case, then we'll
For
keep it Monday
me,
to Friday only then.
yeah, yeah, better. Yeah. So let's keep like Monday means like for me it'll be like a Sunday night, so I'll be available Sunday night to Thursday night. So
Perfect,
for
perfect.
me,
No problem, no problem. It's
that
it's okay, no problem. If
we
if
can.
if it is required, we'll move to the next Monday instead of
Mhm.
simply stretching on Saturday or Sunday. Anyway, like
Okay.
even like Sunday, I will not be available. Okay,
Yeah.
and Saturday, right?
Yeah. Sure.
So
Yeah.
let's
Let's keep it
let's
from
keep
Monday.
it Monday to Friday only.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. So
All right.
materials like, do I need to go take a printout or something? Just for the hands-on session. So,
Please come again. I missed that.
uh, can do I need to take a hard copy of the materials? Print? Do I need to print
Hard,
the
yeah,
material?
I would suggest that if you can take the hard copy of your first module, I'll
Hmm.
send it to you. Okay.
Okay.
Because when you will be, when you will be available here, right, you'll
Hmm.
once if you have it in your hand, you'll be able to, quickly because you are
Hmm.
going to follow that first module, right? See, module 2, module 3 is basically learning the concept. Fine, it's all about the concept. But module
Hmm.
1 is all about practice, a lot of practice. Because here at AmBritish, we follow LIPI method: learn, practice, improve, implement.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
personal development, your communication actually follows 4 stages. First, you
Hmm.
learn, learning so easy. Second, you practice. Practicing is actually the most important thing.
Hmm.
70% is practicing. All
Okay.
right. But again, it is designed and structured in such a way so that even if you are, you will not be able to forget everything.
Hmm.
You will see the improvement that day itself, and you will be able to, implement what you have learned from that day itself.
Hmm.
So learn, practice, improve, see the improvement after practice, and then finally implement that day
Okay.
itself. You're not going to wait for 1 week, 1 month, complete, course to be completed. No, you learn
Got it.
that day, practice that day, so saw the improvement, implementation
Hmm.
from that day itself.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds
so
good.
I would suggest you to take the printout of the first one. I'll send you the notes. No problem.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
No. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Hmm.
No problem then. Okay. So you can
Okay.
let me know when you are available to take the classes. We'll schedule the programs accordingly, the timing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Siddhar, I am. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah.